Leaders in Conversation with Nomazibulo Changa.
Hello, welcome back to yet another episode of Leaders in Conversation with Nomazibulo Changa. As you know, I always bring you the cream of the crop. Today, we've got Batandwa Damoyi. She is the founder and managing director of Libana Consulting. So Batandwa is a qualified chartered accountant with more than 15 years experience post articles. She completed her articles at Deloitte and in Amsterdam. And further to that, she went on and worked as a financial consultant, financial manager, and chief financial officer at various private and public sector organizations. We are going to have a leadership conversation with Batandwa regarding transformation, gender inclusivity, and really looking at the issues that face women in corporate as they try to climb the corporate ladder. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you, Noma.
And welcome to the Leaders in Conversation.
Thank you for the invite. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm excited to have this chat with you.
Indeed.
So yeah, Batandwa, such a big, impactful resume that you come with, right? With more than 15 years as a chartered accountant, and having worked in previous companies as I think majority of the time you've worked as a chief financial officer. You must be loving numbers, and money.
I love them. I love the money more.
Yes, take me through your career journey. What does that look like? From studying, BCom or Bachelor of Science, towards you entering the corporate space.
Thank you very much, Nama. Well, it has been a journey, and when I'm hearing you talking about my profile, I'm taken aback. Therefore, it starts me from when I got my matric. At the time, because there was no career guidance that we will get,
yes.
You will be guided by the people around you. Mm-hmm. And so I thought, I'm good in maths, I'm good in science, so I'm just going to be a doctor.
Okay,
because those were the prominent people around us.
Yes.
You know.
Doctors from Umtata. Hey.
Yes. So I then went to University of Free State with the intention of being a doctor. When I got there, we all placed in first year, being BSc, being medicine, under the same courses.
Yeah.
Then I decided, no, I think I'm just going to go on with BSc, and I qualified. Then I got statistics and biometrics, so that's still numbers. Then, so the journey has just been that when you are good in statistics, and I was, I was told...
No, it's good to give yourself credit, right?
No, I was told, even the professors would say, who's this girl who understands statistics so much? Not that I can do it today, by the way, because that was many
back
years
then,
ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I was told of this course called Actuarial Science for the first time when I was at UOFS. And I got in at UCT. I spent 2 years attempting it. You say attempting it, and it was incomplete. It was very difficult. I didn't really understand. And I took time off for 2 years, and then I worked. I worked for an asset management company.
Yes,
and that's when I realized after 2 years that, no, I want the qualification of the analysts. I want the qualification of my bosses, and that was a chartered accountant.
Yeah.
And that's when I went back to school. I did an accounts conversion course. Then my life became easier because I now was clear that this is where I want to
take. Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you think that was a good decision that you've made? Taking time to cool off and then going into corporate just to find your feet and then realizing that you need to go back?
No, it was a needed decision. It was a needed time off. So that decision came without say, because I think that because that course was so tough for me and I didn't understand it, I just needed time out. I needed to understand exactly what is this life all about and what do I want to do. So it was really a much needed time off. So the decision came without say.
So you qualified for a Bachelor of Science, right?
Yes.
Okay, and
That's
then
correct.
yes, and then you went on to work.
Yes, well, I attempted the Actuarial Science,
Yes,
remember?
yes, yes.
And then I took time off, but then I was working for 2 years.
Okay.
That's when I was at the asset management company called Freighter Asset Management. I believe they've changed now the name. But I think that's when my eyes were opened in terms of the field that I wanted to be in. That's when I went to UCT. They've got this course that you can convert into a BCom in 1 year
Okay.
if you've already got a
BSc.
degree.
Yeah,
It
any
doesn't
degree.
matter. You know, we had people who were doctors, we had engineers, and for that 1 year, it was one of the toughest times because you are trying to convert a 3-year degree in 1 year. You start very early in January, all the way into December.
Yeah.
Then I got that, the accounts conversion course. Now life was really starting to look up. I was like, okay, I think I like this.
And I think I got this.
And I think I got this
Yeah.
because I was now understanding. We had the accounting firms coming to us, presenting to us, and I accepted the bursary from Deloitte, which
Okay.
meant that I was going to join them.
So you were
after
still a
for my
clever student.
articles.
I mean, if you can still get a bursary even after conversion.
You know?
So your IQ is just on steroids, right?
I would like to believe.
Okay.
And I think that many people do drop out in that accounts conversion
Yeah.
course, but I soldiered on because I think I now had a very strong reason, you know, for me to continue, and I understood what I was doing. And when I finished, I did the honors with UKZN, so I
Yes.
left UCT, and then I was with Deloitte.
Was it intentional for you to hop province to province?
I actually
Free
didn't hop.
State?
Interestingly enough, I did not hop. I was on the long distance studying.
Okay.
Yes, so
Okay.
they had a UKZN campus in Cape Town. So I was
Okay.
based in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yes.
So it was a blended sort of approach.
Not
Virtual, blended.
not even long distance
Long-
studying.
long
It is
distance
that. It is that. But within that, there would be like companies that would take us through what the courses are, really. So they assist us. So it means like I was paying twice. I was paying for UKZN and also this company, MSA. Yeah.
So you then went and did your articles at Deloitte.
Yes, in Cape Town still. I did my articles. So it was in Cape Town for the 3 years. Then you get this opportunity to go overseas. It could be many places. It was called the Just-in-Time program. And wonderful program that I knew I would not miss on. I'd never been overseas before. And I got placed in Amsterdam. Loved it. It was a beautiful 4 months. Sounds like it was the longest of times, but it was 4 months. I'd never been in such a cold place in my life before. And there was just, it was so beautiful. I enjoyed it. Challenging as well,
Yeah.
because I mean, we did not understand the culture, to learn it.
Yeah. But I mean, you were a student, so you were still had that drive, enthusiasm to just explore the world, explore the culture,
was in
explore
a
the
learning.
language. Yes, unlike when you're older like me.
Absolutely. No. When you don't understand Dutch, they just say, okay, then they speak English. So that was the benefit, because I mean, how could you audit if you
Yes.
can't understand the language?
Yes,
So
yes.
that made it much easier.
So as you climb the corporate ladder, moving from consulting, moving from management roles, leading into senior management roles, and then landing at a chief financial officer roles, what are some of the challenges that you as a woman faced while trying to climb the corporate ladder?
I think I was probably assisted by my background, where I came from. I was always surrounded by women who were leaders. And so it was just a natural progression for me, because I knew where I was headed is being a CFO.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to stay in public practice and be a partner.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then I decided that. And then I crafted the road for myself. And I associated myself with people that I felt would assist me, right?
Where did you get that drive? I mean, a lot of people that are trying to climb the corporate ladder are still trying to figure out, how do I climb, who do I associate with, etc. But it seems as if you had it figured out. Like, when I say you had it figured out, you just mentioned that you've designed your own career path.
Yes.
And then after that, you've actually went on to say, who are the people that are going to take me from here to this step?
Okay. So as I said, that I was fortunate because I grew around strong women, and one of them is my aunt, or Aunt Tandeka. So she was already an executive when I was young, still in primary. So I looked up to her very much, and they had friends, a group of very strong women, and they were executives, they were business women, and so I think I stayed close to that.
Beautiful.
I stayed close to that, and I watched, and I actually also became closer to the other aunts, you know, who were her friends, and because they were all like family friends. So it came from home, I would say, and me observing what I was seeing. But as I went along, my aunt is not in the finance space. So then I identified people there who I thought would assist me. I then went to Deloitte. I had such a great time, 3.5 years there, and people might say whatever they want, and I think that there are serious challenges happening there right now, but they've got such a strong base. It's a company that has got good systems, and they have an academy where you can go and learn and understand what corporate space is all about, what the systems that surrounded them were all about. So it's such a nurturing company, if I were to put it like that. For me, it did that. Yes.
That's great. And then you went on?
Then that's when I got the opportunity to be a CFO of a state-owned mining company, AEMFC, African Exploration Mining and Finance Corporation. Also had such a lovely time. So when you talk of challenges, I try and think about those, but I think because I was intentional.
Very intentional. Yes, I love that.
I was intentional. I did not look on any naysayers. I just focused and
on your goal.
Absolutely. And I then surrounded myself with people that would assist me.
Yeah. So you would concur with the fact that mentorship is then critical. Absolutely. Mentorship, coaching, and getting a sponsor is critical. Because that's what you've done.
That's what I've done. It goes without say. I think ngesixhosa kuthiwa indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili.
Yes.
So goes without say that those who are ahead, they've gone and they've seen. So they always say you don't want to make all the mistakes that they are there in this life, right? So if you ask from people that have gone this route and you are willing to learn as well, you are likely to really get to where you're headed and what your goals are.
Yeah. So, and then you went on to become a chief financial officer.
Yes.
And I would assume you were very young at the time.
Yes.
I was. And how was that? How was that transition and taking up such a big role? I mean, chief financial officer is such a big role in an organization.
You know, I probably have never looked at it like that. I was like, this is where I'm headed. All I needed to focus on, you know, it was just that. And probably now that I'm older, the fear of really still reaching higher and higher heights has got me. But I think at the time I was just driven. I really didn't look at anything else. I had built my vision board and I was like, now I'm here. But still, I think, humble yourself, learn from others. Because it was totally different now, being a finance manager and being a chief financial officer.
Yeah, because the buck stops with you.
Yeah, it was really
when money
different.
matters.
It was really different. Now they're asking you. And I was like,
who must I ask?
Who must I think for me, that's when it started clicking that an executive role is actually something different to just managing. So that's why they say there's a difference between a manager and a leader.
Would you say that that's one of the reasons you went on and did your strategic leadership development program at Gibbs?
Absolutely.
Right. Talk us through that.
So soon after that, as I said, that there were ladies who were friends with my aunts. So one of them then suggested there's forum, International Women's Forum of South Africa.
Yes.
And then I started doing work with them, and they had this program, strategic leadership program, that is done in conjunction with KIPS. So it was women, because it's coming from the International Women's Forum of South Africa, yes. And they've got an international company, so then they've got these companies in these countries. And I went for that, and also another eye-opener. Another eye-opener.
What did you learn?
A lot about myself. First and foremost, that was the first course. I was like, learning about me. I know me.
I know, we always know us.
I know me. But I realized there was so much about me that I did not know. You know,
self-awareness.
Self-awareness, your character. Where do you fit in? Because it does not matter whether you they always say purple, green, they had those colors that they would also associate you with. It didn't matter, but it needed you to be aware for you to be able to lead
operate
others
effectively. Yes.
Effectively, absolutely.
Yes.
So that was the first one that I learned. I then also learned about organizations, but I also learned so much about the ladies that we were with in the course. And one of the ladies was a much older lady who is married to one of the ministers now. Amazing lady, right? She really nurtured us, and she helped us. And when there are women, sometimes there would be those misunderstandings. She really became the mother.
So she broke those barriers.
She became
of women trying to, trying to sort of hinder each other's progress and success.
And mainly because of misunderstanding. I always don't think that we just go intentionally, but sometimes when we are in the business space, it does happen, right? It's just misunderstanding. But maybe there could be other factors. But I really thought it was the misunderstandings that she understood very well, and you know, she nurtured us and guided us.
And supported. So more like a coach.
More like a coach to us. And she didn't even know,
right? Unappointed and unofficial.
Yes. But yet we'll still look out to her, and we'll still go and ask
reach
for her.
Out,
reach out to her. And you form friendships as well. You get to
build
meet
relationships.
Yes. At this point, I actually also was interacting with people from different industries. And that helped me a lot, because I was always around people from finance space, from accounting. So that helped me a lot.
Yeah, love that. Thank you so much for that. As we are going to an ad break, we'll be back shortly. We are with Batandwa Damoyi. She is the founder and managing director of Libana Consulting. She's worked for more than 15 years in the public and private sector as a chief financial officer. We'll be back shortly.
If you're about to get married, then it's crucial that you hear what I'm about to say. Your wedding day shouldn't just be an event. It's the day when the story of your love journey is shared among family and friends. And trust me, you need this to be captured beautifully, because let's face it, your uncle's dance moves might not be as impressive the second time around. And to capture those precious moments, videography and photography are the most essential components of your wedding day. Now let me be honest with you. I know firsthand that videography and photography services can be often quite pricey. But fear not, because as the founder of Villages, I am here to change that. I believe that capturing your love story should be affordable and accessible to everyone. That's why I personally offer wedding packages with flexible monthly payment plans, tailored to fit your budget without compromising on the quality you deserve. But what truly sets Villages apart is our passion for storytelling. I don't just press the record button. I immerse myself in your love story, discovering the emotions, the connections, the love that makes your love story unique. Imagine reliving the tears of joy, the laughter, the heartfelt moments every time you watch your wedding video. That's the personal touch I bring to every project. So if you're ready to embark on this unforgettable journey and to create a love story that will be cherished for a lifetime, look no further. As the founder of Viligence, I am committed to making your wedding day an everlasting celebration of your unique love story. Let's connect on a personal level as I capture the essence of your love, the moments that truly matter. So together, let's make your wedding day an unforgettable experience. To get started, reach out to me directly. You can email me or send me a WhatsApp text. We at Viligence are looking forward to being part of your love story. Remember, at Viligence, your dream wedding is within reach.
Welcome back to the Leaders in Conversation. I am with Batandwa Damoyi. She is the founder and managing director of Libana Consulting. She's going to tell us more just a little bit later what Libana Consulting does. As we were on the topic of women empowerment, tell me how easy or difficult it is for women to climb the corporate ladder.
I think that it is not easy for women to climb the corporate ladder. I spoke about being intentional. I think that if you are intentional and clear about your goal and you set that clear for yourself, the universe will send all the right
helpers
for you. You will find yourself in structures that guide you there because it is not easy. It is not easy. For myself, I was someone who did not like to speak. I've had to learn what does it take for me if I want to get there, if I want to have a seat in this table. So it really takes one, I would say, first and foremost, be clear about your goal. Be intentional. Because it is not easy. Already we are in a male-dominated environment. So
we've got to level up.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah. Talking about women empowerment, Stats SA released some stats a while back that indicated that there are 277 South African companies that are listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange that don't have women representation in their boards. What do you think about this? What's your take?
Yeah, it is a concerning one. We have got policies that have been crafted by government for women inclusion, and yet we still find ourselves that this practically is not happening. It is not happening. The spaces probably which is where I've played quite a lot in is a public sector. There you find because it's their policies, then it is
they have
easy.
to implement it. It's easy.
Yes. So then you get into the private sector with your listed companies, and also it's a different ball game. I cannot even assume that with my experience, I can just go and fit in. You know, I do believe that it is possible, but it takes really quite someone who's driven, someone who's clear that they're going to be able to take all the hardships that come with being in that space. Male-dominated environment. It goes without say. I read this book, Play to Win, you know, and how to win in this male-dominated space.
So you were very intentional, girl.
I was very intentional. Play to win. And it does state there that women, we're always apologetic. They say, oh, Batandwa, you know, we would like to promote you, we think you're good. At that point, it's even very rare that they would say that. But you like, calculate, but I don't think I've got experience enough. You come up with excuses for yourself. So
would you call that an imposter syndrome?
I just think that it is part of us as women.
Okay.
We are always want to be perfect. We always want to do things right. And then they say, to the opposite, men are like, they have no idea. Oh, yes, sir, I think I'll just do that. I think, no, I'm suited for it. And they don't even wait. They are always the one who's going to talk to the boss. They're always
For more from Leaders in Conversation with Nomazibulelo Changa, you can continue listening to the rest of this episode on your audio streaming service app. Our podcast is available on various audio streaming platforms. Details in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.